Hey everyone, it's me, Peach About Paradise, and today's video is all about hamster wheels. Now this may seem like a boring topic to cover, but it's actually a very important topic, and there are people nowadays who still struggle with finding the right size and type of wheel for their hamsters. And you may learn a couple of things from this video that can help you give your hamsters the right wheel. I know it looks like a small round object, but there's actually a lot more to it than you think, and let's discover that. In this video, I'm going to cover a huge amount, such as why hamsters need wheels, what can happen without a wheel, things to look out for, what types of wheel to avoid, different sizes of wheels sold for hamsters, which size suits your hamster species, different types of wheel, different colours, and what happens to your wheel after long use. Now hamster wheels are a huge essential for hamsters, and it is vital you have a wheel, but you get the right type and size. Firstly, why do hamsters need wheels? Well, hamster wheels are not a luxury item you can give them whenever. They are in fact a huge hamster essential and are needed for hamster exercise. Hamsters usually gain weight through food and just lazing around, not doing much in their cage, so it's important they have that exercise source there to burn off any excess fats they would have gained during the day. And wheels do exactly this. When the hamster runs on the wheel, they have to use plenty of energy and strength to push the wheel around, and to keep it going requires energy. So that's what burns off any extra fats they have gained. So hamsters need these to keep fit. It's also very fun and stimulating for them too. Now some hamsters will love wheels and won't stop running on them, and others may not use the wheel very much, but it doesn't matter, you should always have that wheel option in the cage for them anyway for the exercise. And you never know, they may decide to have a little run on it at one point, even if they're not so interested. But make sure your hamster has full access to the wheel. What can happen without a wheel? Without a wheel can make hamsters gain weight very easily, and if they're constantly eating food and not exercising in the cage much, that can cause them to become overweight and even lead to obesity. So you may find your hamsters get a bit fat, but this can simply be avoided if your hamster has a wheel. Now some hamsters don't like using their wheels, but you should always give them that choice to use it, so keep it in their cage at all times. You can even try attracting them to go in the wheel with some food or some healthy treats, and perhaps reward them with a treat each time you see them go in the wheel or use the wheel, so they know it's a good thing to use it. Things to look out for. The number one thing you'll want to look out for is if the hamster's back arches. If your hamster's back is in an arched shape or even in a U shape, then your wheel is too small. Your hamster's back should be straight at all times when running in the wheel. If the hamster's back constantly arches when running, they will find it hard to run. But not only this, over time it can cause your hamsters to have back problems or spine problems, some which can be major. So it's vital the wheel is the right size for them and their backs don't arch, but remain straight. What types of wheel to avoid? Try not to go for a wire mesh type of wheel. When hamsters run on these, it can cause their paws to swell and have painful sores, which in other words is known as bumblefoot. Also, some hamster species, especially the dwarf, can get their paws stuck and trapped in the holes, as they have very small little paws and have been known to even break their limbs when running. If you have no option but to get a wire or mesh wheel, then a quick safe tip is to cut a strip of cardboard or paper the same width as the inner wheel base and put that inside of the wheel so they're running on a solid surface. It's a much safer option. I would also like to add, any wheels that come with cages are usually not that suitable. Most tend to be too small, or a lot of them are wire mesh material, so you'll want to chuck those out and not use them. Different sizes of hamster wheels. Now there are quite a few different sizes of wheel, so I'm going to go through the most basic common sizes for hamsters, which are 4 inch, 6 inch, 6.5 inch and the 8 inch. But if your hamster outgrows the 8 inch, then the 11 inch or the 12 inch size is suitable and can come in great hand. Although they are not sold for hamsters, these sizes are more than suitable for those larger Syrians. Now I'll go through which size suits your hamster species. A Syrian is suited to an 8 inch size, however some can outgrow this size and may need upgrading to the 11 inch or the 12 inch size. Chinese hamster requires a 6 to 8 inch size. A dwarf hamster species, so a Campbell or winter white, is suited to a 6 inch to 6.5 inch. Also a hybrid, which is a cross between the two and is not a part of the 5 species, the same goes for them too. A Swarovski dwarf sometimes require a smaller size from the 6 inch. They are the smallest hamster species, but also the fastest, and when they run they can't actually control their speed very well, so they'll often end up flipping off the wheel, as I've experienced with my own past Swarovski hamsters. So sometimes a 4-inch wheel can be better and more of a suited size, as it's just that little bit smaller and can help maintain their control of speed better, so it'll be more safe for them. Different types of wheel. There are tons of different types of wheels out there, and I'm just going to give you some great wheels I recommend, which are the Rodent Trixie wheel, the Wodent wheel, the Comfort wheel, Silent Spinner, and the Flying Saucer, which is a flatter type of wheel. But I personally would suggest this as an extra exercise source and have your normal hamster wheel as your main one. All these are great solid base wheels, and you must have a solid base wheel for the safety of your hamsters. I really recommend you buy these. Different colours. You can get wheels in a ton of different colours, ranging from bright pink to blue, purple, green, and red, and many more colours. And if that's not colourful enough, some come in two-toned colours too. Pretty much any colour you can think of, wheels come in. So there is a huge variety of colours, which is great. Now, what happens to your wheel after long use? After a while, hamster wheels can often end up squeaking, and if you're having this problem, don't worry, wheels over time do get weaker and less smooth from the axle, and a great thing that can help with this is wrapping a rubber band around the axle base and then applying some safe type of oil on top. So this can be a little bit of vegetable oil, olive oil, or baby oil. All these are safe. And this should help smoothen and silence any sounds, leaving your wheel whisper quiet. So that's the video on all about hamster wheels. Hope you found this helpful and enjoyed. Any comments or questions, leave them below. If you like our videos and want to see more, then go subscribe. And if you enjoyed and learnt something, then don't forget to hit that like button, maybe share with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Bye!